The morning started good. Akonai received tons of compliments from his boss Fitzpen, who also hints him about a business deal which will need them to travel for 2 months. As they are talking, Fitzpen receives a call from his mother, Dorcas, who complains and pleads with him to come take her as she no longer wants to live where she is living now. Let us get to know Dorcas. Dorcas was not just an old woman. She was a wound that never healed. Long before Ladakh became what the world admired, Dorcas was its true founder. She built it with vision, sacrifice, and brilliance. But betrayal does not always come from enemies. Sometimes it comes from blood. Her own son Angus conspired with a few powerful men. They accused her of being mentally unstable, questioned her sanity, and stripped her of authority. And Dorcas was pushed aside. She stepped down. Angus becomes CEO of Ladakh, but Faith is a strange witness. He ruled the company for 7 days. On the 7th day, Angus died from a fall down a staircase, a ladder accident. Ironically tragic, right? Dorcas never recovered from that season. She lived with Bree, Angus' widow, but the house was a battlefield. Dorcas was bitter, violent, angry. Her words were sharp, her spirit wounded. Living with her was like living with fire. Eventually, she forced Fitzpen, her surviving son, to take her away to Busiru. He obeyed reluctantly. A week later, Fitzpen and Akonai had to travel for business. Fitzpen stood helpless. "I can't leave her alone," he said, "and I can't take her with me." That's when Akonai spoke quietly. "Leave her with my wife." Fitzpen froze. "With Genevieve?" He hesitated. He feared for his wife. That's Akonai's wife. He fears for her mother. But later, he agreed. The early days were unbearable. Dorcas insulted Genevieve, mocked her faith, despised her kindness. She threw food on the floor, spoke with cruelty, answered love with hatred. But Genevieve never answered back. She prayed, fasted, she loved anyway. One night, Genevieve brought Dorcas food. Dorcas threw the plate across the room. "Get out!" she screamed. "Never speak to me again, you faith-crazy woman." Genevieve said nothing. She gently left. That same night, Dorcas was struck by severe leg pain. She cried. She screamed. She begged for relief. For 3 hours, no help came. She wished Genevieve could hear her. And somehow, Genevieve did. Afraid but moved by compassion, she entered the room. What she found broke her heart. Dorcas lay on the floor, soiled, helpless, broken. Without hesitation, Genevieve embraced her. She held her, she cleaned her, she prayed. Genevieve whispered, "Repeat after me." And Dorcas played the prayer of salvation. When it ended, peace came. Dorcas slept. Not ordinary sleep. A deep, sweet sleep, the kind she had not known for years. She slept on Genevieve's lap, holding her tightly as if afraid love might disappear. The smell was heavy, the moment was holy. Genevieve did not move. When Dorcas woke up, everything was different. Clean clothes, clean room, clear mind. For the first time in years, she smiled. The pain in her leg was gone. She wept, she apologized. And that day, they became friends. Dorcas and Genevieve prayed together, read the Bible together, laughed together. Hope returned. "You gave me life again, Dorcas," she said, "and I will give you my most valuable gift. Thank you so much, dear." When Fitzpen and Akonai returned, they were shocked. Dorcas was glowing, happy, and healed. They found her in a beautiful Ankara dress, well designed by Genevieve herself. They were so shocked. She looked beautiful. Fitzpen broke down into tears and asked, "What did you do to my mother?" He cried and cried. "In 2 months, she became new." "What did you do, Genevieve?" Genevieve smiled gently. "I did nothing," she said. "It was God." They all wept. Akonai was very happy. Back home, Dorcas became a blessing. not a burden. She helped strategize business deals, she advised on profits, she restored wisdom to Lada. Faith planned gifts for Genevieve, a luxurious car, a fancy vacation, but Dorcas had another plan. She began to train Genevieve secretly. Corporate strategy, leadership, communication, power. She taught her how to walk tall, how to speak with authority, how to dress like an executive, how to argue with intelligence. Genevieve had no job, yet every day she dressed like a top manager. She trained intensively, and slowly, the tailor became a leader. One day, as she was training her, she looked at her and saw her younger self. Dorcas smiled. "Oh, child, finish what I started," she whispered in her heart. And I think by now you want to know what happened when faith is tasted.